Hi and welcome back to Warframe. Today we're going to take another look at the Drakgoon here. To start off with, it had a really nice damage base anyway. Accuracy is not that bad. The fire rate was really nice. It's got a nice crit chance but not the best. The status chance was okay. The magazine could be bigger. A magazine mod would go well in this, though we didn't really put one in. And the reload was really nice. The problem with it was a charge weapon, so fire rate mods in this go really well because it increases the charge speed. And then once we have the mods installed on it, it has a lot more slash damage. It started with 200, it's now got 1400. The puncture went from 25 to nearly 1000. The impact went up. You could get the impact up higher, but we didn't. We put the heat element on here instead. So the status chance, magazine, the reload speed, fire rate, they all tended to stay the same. If we look at the mods we did put in here, we did put a catalyst into this because we have been going over some older weapons and dropping catalysts into them, just because we've got lots of spare blueprints for catalysts. Now in this, because it's a shotgun, you obviously put the base damage in here. That blaze mod adds extra damage, but also adds fire damage. Hence the reason we've got the fire damage on this. The shredder increased the slash damage. That's how we managed to get it up to just what it is. Then we added the puncture mod to increase the puncture damage to nearly 1000. Then we have the fire rate mod that's in there, which also added to the puncture damage. Hence the nearly 1000 puncture damage is a bit nuts. And then the multi-shot mod, because it's a shotgun. Any shotgun works really well with a multi-shot mod in it. Now, obviously, you could format this if you were going to do it. V would go really well to begin with, because that will half that. Though the problem is, it doesn't really half it. It takes it from a 15 to an 8. Whereas most of them, the multi-shots are like 14, so it halves them to a 7. This is a 15, so it halves it to 8. Because it halves it and then rounds it up. So it'll round it up to a 16 and then half it to an 8, which is a bit weird, but... So, throwing that in there as well, this is basically how to set it up before you drop a polarization on it. As I say, polarizer V, probably fit another mod in here, which will leave you with about, it's actually more like 7 points left to fit something else. For that, the best thing would be a clip capacity, because this 7 here, it's just not enough. And fighting the corpse here, so they go down pretty quickly. If you charge it, it does give it a lot more range. That's why the fire rate mod in here works really well. But the multi-shot just adds so many pellets to this thing, it's insane. But unless you charge it, it's pretty much useless at any kind of range. But when you do charge it, it can pretty much one-shot a lot of enemies. I'm regretting bringing Nova in. Do wish I'd brought a Warframe that can take a bit more damage. Now I'm going to try and hit this guy. Yeah. So as you can see, the damage on this is nuts. But then again, this weapon, we looked forward to this from a live stream pre-update 11. I do like the way you sprint with it. That's not the guy I should have been aiming at. Oops. I didn't just kill an ally there, did I? I don't think you can do that. Oh well, it went through the door because it opened. So it does work out to be a really, really powerful weapon. You don't have to charge it all the time, but as I say, from before update 11 they announced this thing, and I do like the way when it charges, them big open things on the side do close down, and it gives it so much more range. Okay, yes, you do need the fire rate mod in to kind of lower that time frame. Otherwise that can take a lot longer. But like most charge weapons, if you put the fire rate mod in, it lowers the charge time. But that's the problem. The magazine is just not big enough. How did he die? You stole my kill. So it is I don't use this weapon a lot, but that mainly comes down to the fact of I prefer my Bratton Prime to this. But when it comes to shotguns, this is probably way better than any other shotgun that's in the game. I could have sworn that was an enemy flying there. God damn, I hate it when they spawn randomly like this. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed this. It's set up quite nicely without having to former it. I probably will at a later date just to get more mods on this. I mean, yes, the fire damage is good against infested, but this weapon seems weak against infested. It's not, it just seems it because the only time I really fight infested is against them on the derelict. And look at how many people just died there. Killed 3 people with 1 charge. But then again, what the hell would you expect from a weapon that's got nearly 1400, well, over 1400 damage? Because if you add them all up, it would be the 1400 plus the 900 and something from the puncture. That's over 2000 damage straight away. And that's not even including the slash damage. The impact damage, sorry. So it is a bit of a cheat. But then again, this is a really nice weapon. And the way the bullets bounce as well when hit the wall, the floor, and off they go. Does mean it's, even if you miss the target due to the fall off, it's still going to hit them. So this did become a really nice weapon even before we'd added the multi-shot. So the multi-shot is not really needed, but it being a shotgun, it does help it a hell of a lot, because obviously more bullets, more damage. Just to quickly demonstrate that, if we go back in here and we take the multi-shot off, the damage here, as you can blatantly see, the 1400 has dropped to 644. If we put that back on, obviously finding it is a pain in the ass. What the hell is that? Oh, that's impact damage. That one will work on here and increase damage even more. But obviously you'll have to drop a former into it. Now, what was it called? Hell's Chamber. Why can I never find these mods? There it is. With that back in, it's back up to 1400. So that is why multi-shot and shotguns go really, really well together. But we'll leave that off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.